And you see these things crawling the walls, and it's like, that can't be good. Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new here, hi, my name is Shayna, and in my little corner of the internet, we talk about spooky history of all kinds. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell because I'm here for you on Wednesdays. Except for this week, it is Halloweek, so I am here until Halloween. And this is part 2 of my mom's Tombstone stories. So this would be her second trip to Tombstone that we're going to talk about and show videos of.
So if it looks like we haven't changed clothes or anything,
it's because we've been sitting here for the last hour trying to record everything. Okay, so you went to Tombstone for another work trip, yes?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a vacation still. It was still a work trip.
Right.
And you made time, well, Bisbee, yes, and then you made time for Tombstone.
Yes,
so,
every night.
Let's just say she didn't get a lot of sleep.
I did my work while I was there. Then straight to Tombstone, baby.
Well, what did you do first when you went to Tombstone? Did you go back to the Undertaker first? Was that your first spot, or where did you go?
When I realized what time the shows ended and stuff, I took an earlier flight. So then I actually got to take in some shows, like the OK Corral and everything. So that was a lot of fun. I went ahead and I signed up for the Undertaker show, and I could have went to both if she was having 2 a night at that point.
And that's when you caught these 3 videos?
Yes.
Is that one night?
That one night, yeah. Those videos were 11 minutes a piece. Had to revert to Marco Polo. The only thing I could think of and stream it to her live.
Whenever you were at the Undertaker, what device were they using to communicate with the ghost there?
It was a computer with a certain software system on it. You would hear a bunch of talking going on, but then you would also hear an answer on your questions and stuff.
The device with the videos that I'm gonna share, it's a recording, so you're gonna see a green grid. I just wanna tell you what the videos are gonna look like so you know what to expect. It's just gonna be really dark, and you're gonna hear a lot of people talking, and then you're gonna hear this device. Now, whenever they ask questions, you're gonna hear them ask questions, but the device, it's kind of hard to hear their answers, probably because all the noise going on, it's really hard to kind of hear, but you do hear people in the video talking about what they're saying. And if you need to wait for someone to hear what you think they heard, and then you rewind it and then try to hear it for yourself, you can. Or let us know if you hear something that no one else heard, or if you see something that no one else really saw. Be sure to let us know in the comments because we would like to know that.
Unique thing about this is I wanted her to be able to show as much of the video as possible. You guys can cast it up on your TV and feel like you're actually there. Everything that we captured, it was really, really awesome.
You do get some pretty interesting answers.
I looked at her over there while she was listening to it, and I'd see a smirk. It was cool just to watch her face.
Stalker. She's sitting there staring at me, waiting for me.
No, I'd hear a noise and look at you.
I'm gonna go on and roll the first video, and then after that, we're gonna talk about what all was said.
So what do we need to hear about? They keep talking about killing somebody. I don't know if you're catching that. Volcano, I don't know what that means. They're using what? Using old people for what? I'm going to address something in here. It might freak you guys out a little bit. For the ones that said that they're using the old people, can I get you to come forward? Are you the one that's causing the suicides in our town? It's possible. So is Tombstone trying to get its blood back?
Did you say some of it?
Yeah, and it's, some of it, and I also thought something about, or thought I heard something about family. What? So I have a question. Is Joe in here tonight? You know what, Joe? If you're in here, you can come forward tonight. Everyone that's in here is a believer. So do you guys like the way we painted the store on the other side? Please no more? Is that what I heard? Is that not what I heard?
That's funny. That's what it sounds like.
You know that we're going to keep on updating it over there, right? We're going to paint and put some more of those racks up along that wall. Is that going to be okay? Would you rather it be me in here again by myself? Who pulled the gun? So did we have a gunfight on this day? Who caused it? I think that's Frank Leslie they're talking about. I'm going to have to look and see when his killings were here.
It's pretty interesting.
I thought I heard
Just once or twice. They've been talking about him shooting someone for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you said something, I thought I heard lawman. I don't.
So,
Lawman.
but he, as far as I know, he never killed a lawman.
Yeah, I think you said something about who started it or something like that. And then, like, the third voice, I think, said lawman or something.
So I have a question, Frank Leslie, if you're here, can you come forward? Instead of standing behind me? Can you tell me why you wouldn't tell me who you were for a while? That real deep voice one? Mm-hmm. That's only been coming in here about a month and a half. And I have no clue who that is. So can you guys tell me if Tim's leaving his bear here at night? Is Nanook staying again? What about Daniel? You know, you guys can tell Nanook he needs to go home. You know that, right? You're watching where? Do you guys want to talk to Nick again? Get happy. Do you guys want to see me in here exercising again? I'd rather not. You guys don't like it when I do the Chinese stuff movements in here?
I love it when they have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
You guys don't like it when I do that Qigong in here, me and Ellen? We had the spirit box going when we were doing it, and it's, you know, like the Qi stuff. And one of my guys says, I thought we got rid of the Chinese.
Wow.
They don't hold back sometimes, huh?
No, they don't here. There was my, well, I don't know what you want that's very small. Because I know what Paquito means. It means small.
Oh, my daughter sent me a Facebook message and her little face is on there.
Okay, so we just watched video 1, and it talks a lot about killing and suicides and stuff. Do you know anything about suicides that have been going on in Tombstone?
I did not know. I did not know about the suicides, but Nora lived there, so she would know more. And it was talking about the elderly. I know there were suicides in the 1800s in Tombstone. You kind of have to think of their era versus ours, because there were
Very different.
that trip that I took to Boot Hill Cemetery. There was quite a few suicides there. People taking arsenic.
It's very sad. Okay, so we are going to now play the second video. This one is pretty interesting. This is probably my favorite one so far because it talks a little bit more about Doc Holliday, and I did cover him in my first Tombstone video. If you missed it, I'll link it here.
I forget what I had said on previous video. I was using my cell phone to cast onto my television anything and everything about Tombstone, Doc Holliday, things like that. Like she had said, you know, if you use your device to try to research something and then you go to where they're at, then they're more likely to respond to you. She told me really hadn't heard from Doc in a long time, as though she believed this was him coming through. So
Okay, so let's play that video.
Do we know yet who followed me home last November?
On Saturday, March 6th. Is Saturday on March 6th? I'm trying to see when. Well, I got news for you guys. March 6th is not a Saturday. So you better come up with a better date. So what year in March that was for March 6th? I think I made him mad because that was the same guy. Goodbye. So are you telling me goodbye?
Maybe you could Google what year was March 6th a Saturday.
Yeah, that's it.
Or like who was shot in Tombstone on March 6th.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't like that.
And then we got a Timothy. I may have to talk with Tim Traywick or Tim Paddock or Ben Traywick. died.
Has anybody seen Doc Holliday?
I hear say, where's Holiday?
That's what I thought I heard.
I thought I heard.
We would love to talk to Doc. Or Wyatt.
There's Wyatt.
Hey, Wyatt.
Yep.
Well, go for the question. Give it to us. One of them said testing.
Like, are you people hearing me?
Was it Wyatt that saved Doc, or Doc that saved Wyatt? That's supposedly that no one can
That
find
for
out.
for the Ringo shooting.
Something about saved his life in Georgia or something like that, and there's no record of it.
I have no clue.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Nora, this is actually for you. Would
Oh,
you
okay.
know if Doc Holliday actually had a child with his cousin Maddie and they could have kept it secret?
I have no clue. I know that there was something about that whole
There was
relationship.
A love affair, and she joined the convent.
That's the reason that he actually had to leave Georgia. I know that. What I can tell you is that when she died in that convent,
Yeah.
there had been lots of things that had transpired, letters and other things between her and Doc. And when she died, the family came in and gathered everything up that was hers, and they burned it. So there's a lot
I
sent there not
believe they
one.
had a child together.
I think so
And
too.
I think the convent took the baby.
I think that the family has the baby. Well, see, I also don't believe he's in Colorado either.
Yeah.
I think he's buried on his family plot, and he did not die of TB. I don't think he had TB either.
Really?
No.
What do you think he died of?
I think he probably died of an older age.
So him dying at 36, you don't believe that?
No. If you watch the movie and stuff, that doctor is an authentic doctor there. The asylum that he supposedly was in and died in was not even built until after his death. So how can he die in something that was not built?
Ah, I see.
And if you go through those archives in Colorado from that doctor, they've got letters that transpired between him and his wife when he was in Paris on a medical deal for teaching, where he was trying, learning. It was a school. And he told his wife he ran into Doc 5 years after Doc was supposedly dead. Doc went by 5 aliases. And a lot of people don't know that. He's going to be the hardest one to do true research on because of that. You have to know where his brothers were and where he was supposedly, and really trace that, because you'll get his older brother still in Georgia, and you're getting his oldest brother's name shooting up all across our country.
Oh.
So, but he went by several different names.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What year did the true Doc Holliday die? I'm listening.
I thought I just got 80.
I heard 80.
I heard 80.
That's awesome.
We just had something like I went through that. Are you recording that?
I think Nick is recording the sound, yeah.
Well, no, I'm talking about the video of the
No.
grid because we had something that walked right through
Oh,
that.
no, it was not.
Were you watching that, Nick? When you seen that flicker through it?
Out of my peripheral vision, yeah, I thought I seen some.
So I take it he died at the age of 80.
That's what I'm thinking. There's no way.
I just heard you're correct.
Yeah.
What state did Doc Holliday die?
Is Doc Holliday here now?
I am.
Hi, Doc.
If you're here, Doc, can you walk in front of this grid?
Did you hear what he told you?
What?
No.
Oh, it's worth a shot.
So I have a question, Doc. Is Ringo with you right now?
You say right here, how are you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I have a question, Doc. Can you tell my friends here if you guys were mortal enemies like they portray you?
Yes.
Parsley. So what were you guys? What did you guys have the issue with? Was it with each other, or was it because of a woman? So you guys don't want to talk about Big Nose Kate? Something about a dentist right there.
Okay, so in the second video, it talks about Doc Holliday and his cousin Maddie. Now, I don't remember this. I didn't really look into it because I looked into the whole town, so I didn't get into the specifics of Doc Holliday. But it is pretty interesting. It goes into them talking about how he potentially had a child with his cousin Maddie Holliday. The other thing that I thought was interesting was that the lady, what was her name that was conducting the interview?
Nora.
She was talking about how she didn't believe that Doc died at the age of 36, that he actually lived to be a ripe old age, and she didn't know the age. I think you asked how old Doc was when he died, and someone responded saying 80.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really interesting because records say he died at 36 of tuberculosis.
Right.
And Nora stated that the center he supposedly died in wasn't even built until after his supposed death. So that doesn't make sense. And apparently he had 5 aliases. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and the OK Corral was in 1881, so you know that it wasn't 1980, or
Yeah, he couldn't have died
it
in
was
1980.
1880. So you take it as 80 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was really interesting. That's probably my favorite so far with the videos that she has. But we're gonna play the third video and then we'll talk about it after. Did you have anything else to add about the second video that you could think of?
No, I'm just excited that it's finally getting out in the world.
Oh my word.
Was your baby a boy or a girl?
Oh boy.
What was his name?
Why did I hear the name Les?
Les?
Yes.
Yes.
Les or Jess?
He's,
At the ankle.
he said less, and then we heard a yes.
So I have a question, Doc. Was he raised by one of the family members?
So at first I thought he said a nun.
By the cousin. By a cousin. Was the cousin the mother of the child?
Was Maddie Holliday the mother of your child?
You'll be back where?
Doc, where is your body buried? Did he say Oklahoma? In a casket in Oklahoma?
Can you repeat that, please?
Are you buried in Oklahoma?
The summit of where? We got a couple people that were talking with. Who's the one that I keep seeing that leans around by Stephanie? Something about a cradle.
Doc Holliday, where's my favorite dentist?
Bar.
I'm here. Hi, love.
I love it.
Does anyone else see the mist in that doorway besides me?
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Can you guys see that?
I see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So who's in my doorway? It moved from the left over to the right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's not in the doorway anymore.
No, it's up in the upper right if you look. Yeah, you didn't like that I pointed that out, huh? So what do you guys think about this box?
I love
I
it.
like it. It's much better.
It seems like a lot of work for you, but it seems to be worth it. You're getting some great responses.
Easier to hear.
Yeah. it's
Divides
more
them out.
clear.
What's impossible? Yes, ma'am.
I'm really warm right now.
I keep seeing somebody come up to you.
Yeah, there's definitely someone that's making me really hot.
That's him.
Who's here next to me?
It said behind.
Is there somebody behind me?
So before I start the shutdown, I have a question. Is there somebody here that would like to tell me a little bit about their life before I shut off? That stuff's coming back in that doorway.
Thank you all for taking the time to talk with us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm fine. So for you, ma'am, could you tell me a little bit about yourself before I shut down? So Gretchen, where are you from? Where? You guys really don't like my ladies to talk to me, do you?
It almost sounded like a guy was trying to repeat what she said for her.
Yeah,
Like
that's
she's got
what
an
happens.
accent. It's almost like she's got an accent.
Language then.
Yeah.
You're doing something to touch my face.
Oh yeah.
You're getting the cobweb.
Yep.
So for my residents, I want to thank you for tonight.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank
For
you
the-
so much.
And for the one that told me bye, that I evidently made mad, sorry if I made you mad, but I have to ask certain things or I'm never gonna know. You're, oh. And for Emily, I want to thank you for waving to me when that connect was going.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
So the third video is pretty interesting. They continue talking about Doc Holliday and him and his cousin Maddie. And you guys asked if it was a boy or a girl, and they actually answered you.
Boy.
And they said boy, and then you guys asked the name, and you said you thought it was either Les or Jess. Is that right? So let us know what you heard on that. You asked where he was buried, and you guys thought you heard a casket in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
Is what you guys thought you heard.
Sorry, she's had my material for a while.
I just watched the video. She hasn't rewatched them for a while, so. But in the video, they talk about a mist that you see in the doorway. Now, you can't see that in the video unless you can, but I couldn't see it in the video because it's really dark. You just probably had to be there. Something else that happens is there's a guest that's there, and she talks about feeling hot, and Nora says yes because there's something coming up behind you. There's a darkness behind you, I think is what she kind of phrased it as. And she said, yeah, I'm feeling hot. So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I had been in quite a few of the sessions. Usually in that chair, people feel hot. One time there was a deaf person, he told his daughter he was feeling heat. Nora had told us it was about a little girl who died in a fire. So you would feel the heat from her is why just that one particular person would feel it. So it's sad.
But those are the videos. And she loves Tombstone and would love to go back. Without me, of course. I don't want to go.
You need to go.
There's too much.
You need to go.
I would not know.
You need to go. Mommy will protect you.
No, I'm good.
This was a lot of fun. I'm so glad these are finally getting seen. And
We wanted to do these videos earlier, but then I kept coming up with ideas and forgetting about the videos, and then I was like, well, Halloween's coming up. I'm probably going to do a bunch of videos for Halloween, so this would kind of be perfect for Halloween. So, hope you guys enjoyed it.
enjoy. Watch as many times as you want. There's no limit.
She's really proud of these videos.
I am. If I had thought about using Marco Polo, it never would have been seen. Just would have been us four.
Us
You know?
four?
Yeah, the two people, me and Nora. In fact, the gentleman that was there, they are actually ghost hunters. And they actually had, when I was late, they'd already locked the door and everything, and I messaged them and said, I'm sitting outside, and they said they started early, and I come walking in right by where the gentleman, he's got one of those scan things that shows like the stick of a person.
They have it on Ghost Adventures. They
Yeah.
use that a lot.
Yeah, and I walked right by.
Ovulus, that's what he calls it.
Yeah, and I walked right by and I sat down where I normally sit, and I turned around and looked at his screen, and I'm like, can I just walk right by that? You know, he's like, yeah. He said they actually saw one standing up, and then it ducked down behind a barrel and then shot across the room right before I got there. And this was another one. So they didn't know if it was the same one or what, but...
Ovulus just makes things seem a lot creepier.
But it was cool.
Well, you've seen Ghost Adventures where they use that a lot.
Yeah.
And you see these things crawling the walls, and it's like, that can't be good.
We didn't see anything like that.
No, but that's what Ghost Adventures catch on the Ovulus. They see that, or they see these things literally like getting taller, like growing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I would hate to see what that thing actually looked like.
Yeah. But once they realized that we could see them on this device, they wouldn't communicate with us. And so Nora asked him to shut it off.
I wonder why that is. They like to scare you.
No, they're just there. They don't scare us. They just talk
But why
to
not
us.
like
Or
to be seen?
they didn't like it. They didn't like it.
It's interesting.
I mean, you're walking into their house and you're doing a scan. I mean, this is the Undertakers. This is where they did the embalmments. This is where they put their bodies out on display in caskets for so many days if they didn't know who somebody was, you know? I mean, it was... So why wouldn't there be action in there? But it's pretty amazing. I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to add about Tombstone?
No, I had a great time at the OK Corral. Got photos with the guys there.
She was just showing me videos of you taking photos, and it would automatically, like, it would start taking photos for her, and then it would automatically switch to video.
Yeah, I've got about 2 or 3 of those. The screen would like light up, and then all of a sudden you see the photo button slide over to where the video button is right in the center of the screen, and then it starts recording. Pretty creepy, but hey, I wasn't doing it.
I couldn't have been able to keep holding on to that phone. My hand would have probably froze and just dropped it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. If you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell, because I am uploading again tomorrow.
And share.
And share. Not the singer share, the button share.
CHER.
But anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye! Creepy footprints.
You mean footsteps?
Yeah, sorry. Footsteps.
My dog decided to join us.
2 years. You don't count that year.
Why not? I count the year.
Lots
Guess it just
of
makes me look
bloopers.
worse when I...